Hello everyone and welcome to Saturday. Last night was great. We did Mario Golf Super Rush. It was super fun. No pun intended. If you haven't checked that out, you definitely should. I'm sure by the time you get this vlog, the VOD is out on YouTube. As we ended the vlog last night, we were having a cup of tea and then Mal was going to finish up her painting because she had just a tiny little bit left to do. She never got started on working on that last night, and that is because she checked the news and there was a fire and our post office burned down. And that was something that we certainly were not expecting, and also leads to a lot of questions of like, what do you do? It was a little alarming to us for a variety of reasons because, yes, it's our post office and that is where we pick up viewer mail, but that's also the post office that our regular mail gets routed through. So it's kind of a double whammy. We picked up viewer mail on Monday, which was good because it was recent. It was just a few days ago. However, if you sent something our way and tracking says that it arrived sometime between Monday and yesterday, Friday, so is that the June 21st?
To the 25th.
To the 25th. If you send something to our P.O. Box and it arrived between June 21st and June 25th, I do not know that we will receive it. The entire place, I mean, it's a shell. It's a shell. It burned down.
The brick is
it's gone. If they have tracking, they have insurance, right? If it's domestic, so you may want to try and file a claim, because it sounds like it. I mean, there's a chance, right? I don't know, but like, it sounds like it might be gone. So you're best off starting that process. And I apologize. Fortunately, we had only just released a mail video, and mail tends to like go through cycles where it dries up for a bit until we release a mail video and then people send stuff in. So based on that, and based on the fact that we just picked up mail on Monday, and we had one package that we got on Monday, I feel like there are probably very, very, very few things that, were sent. Possibly just like one or two, but I want you to know that if you sent something in and your tracking says that it arrived sometime between June 21st and June 25th, there is a good chance that it is never going to arrive. So you may want to start that process. So that's bad, but it's bad for like a huge amount of reasons. Just for our personal mail, like we get informed delivery, so we know that we had some things arriving. Like one of them was an electric bill, and fortunately we knew that was coming and we don't need that physical bill. I paid that online this morning. We had another order, something that we had ordered that was coming in, but it wasn't terribly expensive. It was something cheap that we had that we ordered, so that whether or not we get that or not, I have no idea. There is some level of unknown. Was there something being sent?
Not everything comes through informed delivery.
Not everything comes through informed delivery. So like if we were and again, it's not only just viewer mail, it's our personal mail. So you wonder a little bit like, well, were we going to be getting something important? Was there going to be an important letter, an important document or something being sent? But as of right now, we don't think so. But, it's one of those things you just have to kind of put it out of sight, out of mind and say, there's nothing I can do. The thing that sucks is that there are a lot of people that get their mail through that post office. There's quite a few, and I don't know what they're going to do. Like, the mail on its own gets rerouted to a different post office. So new mail they can go get if they hadn't gotten their mail and they missed something important. I mean, again, there's, probably several hundred people that get their mail from that post office. So like, if they had anything important, then, it's gone, and they have to, the thing that sucks is that they have to be the ones to reach out to the companies or whatever that sent them stuff, like, that's on them. And if they don't have informed delivery, then they don't even know what they're missing. It also sucks for the employees, because we've been going to that post office for a long time. Everyone in there knows us. We've
Postmaster, the boss of the office, like, he's run into me at CVS, and he's like, "Hey, Mallory," and like, I don't recognize people in other places at first. It took me a second. I was like, "Oh, you're the post office guy," and like, they know us, and they walk in and they're like, "Oh, you got stuff," and
it's not a great situation, because I don't know what's going to happen to them. For folks in the U.S., you probably already know that the USPS is not. It doesn't seem to be high priority, and I don't know what's going to happen to their jobs. I would hope that in the short term that they'll be able to get positions at neighboring offices, but I don't know that. I don't know how all of that works, and I just know that it would be extremely awful to wake up and find out that your job burned down and you do not have a job. And it just really sucks because, again, we've made, these connections with these people, and they're just really, fantastic people.
The other thing is where that post office is, it was built, it's old. Like, it's not like one of those ancient, amazing ones. It's been there for 30 plus years. And it was built for a population that is no longer tiny. Yeah. And there's more houses and houses being built. And they've been out of space for a long time. I've been in the back once. Mm-hmm. And they've been out of space. They literally have no room. So I hope they rebuild something.
Yeah, that's the other thing is that there has needed to be a new post office there for a long time. But again, with how the USPS is doing, I don't know that they'll build a new one. I hope that they do, because they need a new one, and they need a bigger one to serve more people in that area. But I don't know what they'll do. Yeah, so the whole situation is bad. It's bad for us because we know that you guys send mail, and I'm hoping that we did not lose much mail. I'm hoping that very few people would send in mail to arrive this week. And it certainly sucks for everyone else who relied on that post office for their full-time mail, because stuff's going to get rerouted, and if they had anything in there that was important. In the short term, what happens? Well, if you haven't already sent something, we have forwarded our mail to our house. So what that means, in theory, is that if you continue to send mail in to the P.O. box, we should get it. If you send it in and it arrived in the last 4 days, again, I have no idea. I do not know if we'll get it because I don't know if the mail still exists. But from this point forward, any mail that should arrive, that you send out should still get to us, and it should be delivered straight here. Any other mail that, if the mail survived, we will go pick it up at the neighboring post office. We already have details on that, but the whole thing is they don't really prepare you for that, like what to do when your post office burns down. So it's some new uncharted territory, but I sincerely hope that it works out as good as possible for everyone, because I know some folks are going to be extremely affected by this, and it just sucks.
Thankfully, no one was injured.
Yeah, that's the most
it happened
thing.
at like 10:30 last night, so no one was in the building, but none of the firefighters were injured.
Yeah.
There was a lot of trucks there. I saw some live video, and I think that some people were saying there was like 8 fire trucks there.
Oh yeah, yeah. We saw some pictures, and the flames were very big. The flames were very big. So it's really destroyed. Anyway, so yeah, we'll see what happens. Just letting you know, I just wanted to get it out there that if you had mail that was set to arrive in the last few days, we may not get it. I suspect, again, that very, very, very few people had sent mail to arrive at this particular point. And, obviously it's out of our control. We have we can't control the situation. But from this point forward, if you were going to send something in, we should get it. And the address doesn't change. You should still be able to send it to that P.O. box, and it should still arrive. In the future, we may change the box. We may get a different box at a different post office. And as always, whenever you go to send mail, the best thing to do is to check the FAQ that's in the description of mail videos. That'll always tell you where to send it. So if we update that address, it'll be there, so you can check it there. Whew. I would like to go take a look at it, though.
I do too.
Yeah, that thing is, that does not look good. You can see the news is over there, too. I'm gonna drive over so I can get a little bit closer to it. Jesus. Good God. Well, I don't know if there's anything in there that, can be salvaged, but I hope that they're able to rebuild this place, because I know a lot of people rely on this. Doggone it.